So the first thing I do when starting a sketch is to basically map out the most basic shapes in this case. This is a fish skull, so there's a lot of triangles in there and sharp pointy bits. And then once I've built up all of these shapes, I start to join them together and just literally add detail. So at this stage of the drawing, I'm very light with the pencil. I'm barely pushing it onto the paper, and I'm just trying to get down the bits that I want to get down. Once I start to add detail, I'll use different pencil leads and I'll put more pressure onto the paper. But for now, because these are my building blocks, I don't mind them showing through, but I don't want them to be too strong that they overtake the drawing. As you can see, I'm just building up my detail. I'm still using those original base blocks as a guideline just to help me get my shapes right and also the direction that I want bits to go into. And at this stage, as you can also see, that I'm using more pressure on the paper, so the lines are a lot darker. And I'm going back and forward a bit, starting to add in little hints of detail. At this point, I'm just changing pencils to a mechanical pencil just so I can get some much finer lines and put in more shading detail. You can use whatever pencils you like. If you've got a pencil set, have a play around with using the softer B pencils that are darker, or the lighter H pencil, the F pencil, that will have a lighter line but you will be able to have a sharper point with. Have a play. And the thing is, if you use different pencils, you'll create different shading, depth, and if you try hatching and cross hatching, that's where you put your lines down and you go over them, you'll also see a difference. And it can create more depth to your drawing. by using a base of a creature, which is a real known animal on this planet, it means that I'm able to create a new creature that is still believable, functional, and I can play around with, make alterations with. But if I was designing for a game or a book or an illustration, this animal would fit into its environment, which is the important thing when you're designing a different creature. And that's why sometimes when you draw from your imagination, you can only go so far. But if you take images of real animals, fish, birds, mix them up, take some of that anatomy, you'll find that your drawings will look far more realistic, believable, and it will just take your drawings to another level. So definitely have a look in reference books. Have a look at libraries. When you go out on travels, have a look at the animals around you. You'd be amazed at what you can do as a squirrel, in all honesty. So here we are. This is a drawing of a random creature created simply by looking at a tigerfish skull and taking some of that anatomy, extending it, adding in extra details, spikes, horns, a different eye shape and pupil, and then just exaggerating parts, adding more depth and shadow, adding texture to it. All of these little things can create a brand new creature. So please, definitely have a go at doing this. It doesn't have to be hard. As long as you enjoy it at the end of the day, have fun, sketch away, create something new. That's what matters. So I hope by me showing you how I'm drawing this, it's giving you some inspiration to have a go yourselves at trying to draw a new creature and have fun. It doesn't have to be perfect. No drawing has to be perfect. As long as you're enjoying yourself, that's the most important thing. So until next time, I wish you all the best. Keep being creative, keep being awesome, and happy drawing to you all.